And then Katie, you can go ahead and get started.
Hey, did you hit record? Oh, you did.
I
Awesome.
just did.
Rock.
Yep.
She's got this. Hey, friends. I know everyone's kind of getting on here, hopping on. We are so excited to have you hang out with us. You have truly made the best decision ever. And we're really, really excited to kick this new coach mentorship off and have some fun and get some learning in, and hopefully get your questions answered too. So welcome, welcome, welcome to our new coach mentorship. We have to get to the fun part really quick, and I'm going to go ahead and shout out my new coach that's on here, and then I want every other coach to unmute themselves and to shout out their new coaches that are on here. We are so excited to welcome you to the team. My girl is here, and this is Heather Wills. And then go ahead and I'll hand it. Amber, do you want to go ahead and shout out your girls?
Yeah. So Danielle and Kirsten, I'm super, super, super excited to have you guys here. Val.
Yeah, sorry, I lost track of my mute button. So I am so excited to welcome Heather, which she was on the first page. I don't think I can go back because I'm not the presenter.
Oh, yeah, Amber.
There she is. Beautiful Heather is on with us. And on the next page, Jeremy is, I don't know if is Jeremy on? He's supposed to try to hop on, but Jeremy is back with us. I'm so excited. He's ready to rock. Going all in.
Awesome. Who else? Anybody else?
I'll jump in. Karen isn't on yet. She is still putting her little one down, but I'm super excited to welcome Karen. She just started in April and is already Emerald.
Yay!
Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is so cool. Good job, Karen. Really awesome.
I don't think she's on yet, but Caitlin is hopping on too. She started with 9-week Control Freak and decided to start coaching. So she's halfway to Emerald. Woohoo.
Very, very awesome. Look at all of you. And I totally forgot to say, so Heather just went Emerald too. So how exciting. Look at all these rock stars. Yes, yes, yes. Anybody else?
I have one. I'm not sure if Jen is on. There is a Jen, but I'm not sure if it's Jen Minaratunda, but she is also starting. So
awesome. Welcome, Jen. So exciting to see all these amazing faces. Welcome again. We're going to just kick things off. We're going to get right into this. I think, hey, Val, you're up first. So Val's going to take over and kick this party off.
All right, guys, this is how it's going to happen. This is how we're going to let's get started. And it really starts with loving what you're doing. Yeah, you genuinely have to love what you're doing, or you really shouldn't be doing it, right? So like, you guys are all here because you are on your own journey, right? And you've maybe really fell in love with how you're feeling and wanting to share that with others. So you're excited about that. And that's what we want you guys to show, okay? That's what we want to make sure, that you are filling your cup. And the more you fill your cup, it's going to overflow onto others. So that's where you want to start, is to absolutely make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, whatever program it is. So if you don't like the current program you're doing, we have hundreds of programs. So we can help you figure out a program that you will love doing. So leading with that program, and then also like the nutrition, diving into the nutrition and figuring that out and making sure that you guys are sharing that. So really, when you guys are sharing, like sharing on stories and you're sharing your post, it's gonna, how you feel is gonna project into those areas. So that's again why it's so, so vital to always be enjoying and loving what you're doing. Okay. So, I mean, in the beginning, it's always super exciting and it's easy, but as you get going, you might lose a little of that momentum. So it's always encouraged to keep leaning into you and what you are doing. And also, just like your health and fitness, why you're doing it, remember why you got started with coaching. Okay. So the next piece, sharing your journey. You're showing up, you're sharing your workouts, your nutrition, all of the ways you're making this a new lifestyle. So I want you guys to think about, because I know a lot of you guys are already doing this, you've been doing this, but on your stories, you should be showing up and sharing at least 5 to 10 things throughout your day. So you don't have to update it all at once, but like showing you in your journey. And it doesn't even all have to be health and fitness, but you want to include it in there. A story is like the story of your life. So that's what I want you to think about, the story of your day today. And that's what's going to draw people to you. They're going to see what you're doing and they're going to want to know what the heck you're doing, because they see you doing this day in and day out. They're going to want to know like how you're making these changes. And you know, what's that pink juice that you're drinking that gives you energy before your workout? What is that shake that you're drinking that you talk about that's superfoods? Like, people are gonna wanna know what you're doing, and it's gonna make conversations easy because they're watching you. So your journey, sharing this on your social is your storefront. We've already talked about this a little bit before, but it's why it's so critical to share. You can share your workout on your stories. You can share your shake on your stories. And we don't typically call it by its name because you want your followers to ask you questions. You want them to come to you for the answer. You don't want them to Google it and try to figure things out themselves. You want to be able to talk to them and you be the person to lead you to this thing that you love that's changed your life. Okay. So all of the things that make you you. I mean, you can share a snippet of your kids. You can share, you know, you working at home and then taking a lunch break and you doing your workout. So all the things through your day, that's what you're sharing. And then once a day, we really like to make sure you're also sharing one thing on your wall. So like for me, like I do Instagram and I share on Instagram, and then that directly connects it to Facebook. And I am sharing my journey, but not just my journey. Like I think of 5 things that make Val Val. And those are the things that I'm constantly talking about. And I intertwine that because health and fitness and nutrition is so to my core that it's easy that I'm like talking about it every single day that I'm sharing, basically. So it just comes naturally because this is a part of your life. And that's what I want you guys to think about. Okay. All right. Next, I think Amber's next.
That mute button hides up at the top. All right, so you are here, okay, because you love all of the things with Beachbody, right? And you just want to tell all the people of all these amazing things that you're doing. So the easiest thing that you can do is to invite your best friends. Just invite your besties, your family, your close friends, your cousins, like anybody who's in your circle, invite them to join you. And I'm also going to add this. If you were a coach, even if you are a discount coach by April 28th, on April 29th, you got a coupon in your inbox, in your email from Beachbody to give someone $40 off a Let's Get Up package to join you. That means that they can get the Beachbody On Demand workouts, Shakeology, the new Let's Get Up program, both of our nutrition programs for $100 to join you. Okay, like this is a really, really big deal. So invite somebody, invite anybody who's your friend, your sister, your brother, your mother, whoever that are in your circle, invite them to join you on this journey because you want them to come with you, because you want them to be a part of this with you. Okay. So one of the things, and I'm going to go into this a little bit more in the call and like what to expect this week, but one of the things that we're going to ask you to do is to make a list of 100 people that you know. And so this is literally anybody from church to school, like after school pickup, sports, college, high school, literally any group that you have ever worked in ever before in your life. We want you to write down all of those names. All right. So, and you can start here with this, right? So you can invite 3 to 5 of your best friends to join you on this journey. All right. And one of them can get $40 off when they sign up with you. Okay. So one of the big things that we like to teach the people that are on our team is that we truly are not in sales. Okay. Like we don't want to sell to people. We want to serve to people. Okay. So when you are sharing, you know, the stuff that Val was talking about with your journey and you're loving what you're doing, while you're sharing these things, we want you to serve people. So if you are, you know, somebody who loves to cook and you're like a guru in the kitchen, share recipes, share your favorite hacks, share your tips. If you love do-it-yourself, you know, projects, it may not be health and fitness related, but it's part of who you are. And that's who your audience wants to see, is who you are, because we are Team Beachbody, right? Like we are Beachbody. We love the products, the workouts, all of this stuff, but we are not only Beachbody. We are human beings, right? And there's all these kinds of things that make us who we are. And that's the stuff that we want to share. If you are, I'm a Christian and I share a lot about my faith. I share a lot about our marriage story and our journey and all of the really hard things that we've been through. That isn't directly related to health and fitness, but it's who I am and it's how I serve my audience with marriage tips and, you know, just different kind of things like that, inspirational messages. But if you, I don't know, if you're like a crochet queen, I don't know, I can't crochet to save my life, but just an example, if that's something that you love to do, share it, teach people, like these are like the different things that you can do, and just all of the things to serve your audience is really where I'm going with this. If there's something that you love that makes you who you are, share it with your audience and serve them. If you go at this business with a heart to serve others, you will be very successful, because that's what we do. Katie.
All right, social media. This is your storefront. And I want you to envision this. If you had a storefront for your business, what would you want it to look like when somebody was walking by? This right here is your social media. So we get to share our journey. We've gotten so many good tips from Amber and Val so far. We don't want to plaster Beachbody everywhere, okay? Because we want to create that curiosity. We want to use our own voice. We want to be authentically ourselves when we post and when we share on social media. And we want to be relatable, and we want other people to say, oh my gosh, like, what is she doing? I need to do that. And you will attract them, you will attract people to your social media by sharing those 5, different aspects of yourself. So take a piece of paper, write it down, write 5 things that make up you. And then make sure that you kind of, in all your posts, make sure that you're sticking to at least one of those little pillars. And so this week, we are going to really dive into social media and how we want to represent ourselves on social media. If somebody comes by your storefront and it's kind of drab and you have like really bad lighting in all your pictures and you're taking selfies with Shakeology cups and just saying, I just got my workout done, they're going to keep walking. They're going to walk right by. You want them to walk into your storefront. You want them to come in there and see what you have to offer. And so we have to be super intentional about what we're putting out there. And this is a big thing about like what Amber was talking about. We need to add value. We need to add value. Can they come to your page for a recipe? Can they come to your page for motivation? Can they come to your page to learn how to do a DIY project? Make sure you're sharing all those aspects, not just one thing. This week, we are going to ask you to do your coach announcement post, which could be really like you might feel nervous, you might feel scared, but we are going to walk you through it. We'll make sure you have examples, and you are going to share why you started this journey. You are going to speak to someone. Chances are it's going to be more than just someone. You're going to share why you started this journey. What excites you about becoming a coach? Friends, I got to tell you this before I forget. You are not putting yourself out there in your coach announcement post to say that I just became a Beachbody coach. Because what can happen is somebody can Google Beachbody and they can look what we're all about and they don't need you anymore. And that's not what we want. Okay, so what are the things that are exciting you about becoming a coach? And we want to have that hard call to action. That's what we call at the end of a post on social media when we're giving them a way to get into our group, giving them a way to come to our coach mentorship or our coach sneak peeks. You want a call to action, whether it be a form, drop your favorite emoji. That's considered a call to action. All right, transformation. I know that the before and afters are awesome, and if you don't have them now, you will get them. But I honestly want you to think outside the box just for a second here. If you don't have a transformation yet, I challenge you to think again, because there has been something that has transformed in your life since you started your journey. And there's a reason why that this transformation or these little transformations were enough for you to get that kind of like desire to say yes to coaching. And you need to share those. It's so much more than the before and after. It is so much more, I promise you. And if you want that after, work for it. Like, you've got this. And so you're going to talk about these little changes. Have you been making better choices in the kitchen? Have you gotten through all 30 minutes of your workout and a couple weeks ago you couldn't? Can you do one push-up now instead of never being able to even push yourself up? Like, these are all transformations. So just think outside the box. And then adding value. Gosh, we talk about this so much and it's so important. Take those pillars and make sure that you are adding value to somebody else's life to keep them coming back, okay? What have you learned? What have you learned on your journey about new recipes, family fun recipes that you've tried that your family has enjoyed? There's so many different things that have, again, back to that transformation, that have transformed in your life thus far, and you want to be able to share those things with your audience, again, without plastering Beachbody everywhere. I just love when Amber said we are Team Beachbody, but we are not, like, at the same time, we're really not, because we want us, like, we are all about Team Beachbody, but we want people to get to know Katie. We want people to get to know Amber, Val. And so this is really important too. Share about you, share about your family. These are the things, your kiddos, share about mom life, share about the things that you like to do on the weekends, or fun things that you go for a bike ride, do a little boomerang of your bike ride. Like, there's just so many different things that we can share that's going to add value, and they're going to allow people to be super attracted to us outside of just fitness and nutrition. Okay, what do you like to do for fun? Things that you enjoy. If you're a rock star at my gosh, building, I don't know, this is random, but building bookshelves, like share that. Do a little reel or do a little video on how you built one. And that's really going to speak to your audience as well. I know I kind of covered this too, but your call to actions. When somebody goes through your post, how are they going to be able to join your group? How are you going to say, well, here's all the things that have transformed. Here's what my workout got me through today. Here's how my superfoods have helped me, you know, stay away from the junk or curb the cravings. They're going to want to know, because chances are they're not ready to just shout it out. They're ready to join you. They could be sitting back there just waiting for that opportunity that you have at the end of that post saying, friend, I've got you. I've got you. Come and join me. And the moment that we stop putting those call to actions up there is the moment that someone's going to go to somebody else. And we want to be there for them. We want to be their it girl. We want to be their biggest cheerleader, their coach. And so when you're talking through your posts, make sure that you're letting them know, this is the problem that I had, and here's how I've solved it, or here's how I'm working on solving it. And that can be so many different things, okay? You have to present yourself and share that the way that you would. And speaking of that, we want to be able to make sure that we are being, I touched on this a little bit ago, authentically ourselves. We are there to inspire you. We are there to help you, but you want to make sure when you are posting on your social media storefront, you are using your voice. Because if you use one of my posts and you put that out there, and if somebody knows you, if somebody close to you knows you, you're gonna be like, well, she doesn't really talk like that. I don't want that. I want people to be able to get the same Katie when they're in front of me and the same Katie on social media. And so I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to talk in my posts exactly how I would talk. And so you want to make sure that you're showing up as authentically you, okay? And you're just going to relate to so many people that way. And then last but not least, shareable content. Like, what have you found that you enjoyed? And I keep talking about this because obviously I love food. But recipes, how can you add value? How can you have shareable content? If you see somebody out there saying, you know, oh my gosh, I'm struggling. If it's another mom, I'm struggling to come up with dinner ideas. Boom, you have a solution. Here's a dinner idea that I just tried from my huge library of endless recipes. I've got you. Let me share this with you. They are going to trust you, and they're going to want to keep coming back. That's it.
Okay, friends. All right, so I am going to give you an overview of what to expect this week, okay? So today is the start of your new coach mentorship. I'm super, super, super excited for you. We are going to have our new coach mentorship in a Facebook group. If you're not in there, contact your coach and they'll get you all set up to get in the group, okay? So every day at 5 a.m., from this morning was the link to this call, but from today until Sunday, there will be a post for you with one call to action. So that's one thing for you to do, like an assignment, okay? So today we're doing your new coach welcome call. Tomorrow we are going to give you tips, and we are going to give you the call to action to do your very first social media post that you are a coach. Okay, so Katie did say this, and I'm going to remind you too, you definitely don't want to come out and just say, I'm a Beachbody coach, because people are going to be like, oh, yay, there's another Beachbody coach. And they're going to keep scrolling, or they're going to Google, what is Beachbody? And then they're going to figure it out, and then they're really not going to need you anymore. So we want you to stay away from posting Beachbody this and that and everywhere, because you really want to create curiosity and have people connect with you because you are a person, okay? So we're going to give you some tips about that tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, we're going to have you make a list of 100 people. And there is a document to help you. in the file section in our group. So you can use that as a guide. You can make your own list, but we want you to really spend, this week thinking of all the people that you know. And I'm talking like anything from when you were a kid. I mean, like kindergarten, maybe you went to one school and then you moved and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that person. Find them on social media and connect with them. Okay, that's how deep we want you to go, because you never, ever, ever know who needs this. And one of the other things that we're going to talk to you about too is don't prejudge. When you're inviting people and you're thinking of people, when you're making this list of 100, write it down. Don't think about it. Don't think, oh, they're not going to want to do it. They're not going to want to do it, because they could be the first person to sign up with you. Everybody truly needs this in their lives, because we change lives. That is one of the biggest things that we do. We literally give people the tools that they need to feel good and confident in their skin and live a healthy lifestyle. That's what we do. And we hold them accountable along the way. Okay, so then on Thursday, we're going to give you a little social media 101. There's going to be a lot more tips and stuff in there, because obviously, like, we do a lot with social media. Day 5, we're going to talk about the business activity tracker and your, I guess I forgot the ER on track, but anyway, I got distracted when I read that. But we're going to give you all the tips on the business activity tracker and your vital behaviors. Like, this is key. All right. There's going to be some videos for you to watch, because day 5 is Friday. So there's 5 videos for you to watch. They're very short, so don't worry. But it's all about how to really set up your business, what the business activity tracker is, the vital behaviors, Success Club, all of those things that are super important to know when you are starting your coaching journey, okay? So then on Saturday, we're going to have an opportunity for you to ask questions. And then on Sunday, you're going to end up talking to your coach about the next steps. But the next step is to set up a one-on-one with your coach, so that you talk about, like what the next steps are to get started, what your goals are, that kind of stuff. So it's at most a 30-minute conversation between you and your coach, just about your personal next steps that you're going to be taking. And then we are going to get you all in a group together, where we are going to really encourage each other to run your business, to really get the ball rolling with hitting your first rank and all that kind of stuff. Okay? So that is an overview of what to expect this week. I'm so excited for you.
Hey, Amber, can I add something really fast?
Absolutely.
Social media following. I know this was big for a lot of us, that we did not have a following when we first started. I've actually been hearing a little bit of this on my team this week, that we have to have a big, huge following. And I want you to remove that idea out of your head. I was not on social media at all. And I guarantee some of these other coaches that are on this call can attest to that. I had no social media following. It was my friends and my family, and I kept everything private. Didn't even have an Instagram. So these are the things, if you follow this and you're super coachable, you're going to build your community. You're going to build your following. And we're here to teach you. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there real quick.
Yeah, that's 100% true. Valerie.
All right, you might hear some screaming kids in the background, but all is well. Don't worry. There's 4 running around this house upstairs trying to get ready for bed. So anyways, fun stuff. I'm going to be sharing a little bit about that. We have this program. It's called, Beachbody does. It's called Success Starter. And this is simply a reward system for you helping 3 people get started every single month. So when you help 3 people, it used to have to be 3 consecutive months. So 3 people for 3 months in a row, but they changed it. And so, that was when I started, because I had the opportunity to earn this. I earned this when I first started 4 years ago, because I got 3 people to join me on my first month. So your goal is 3 people. And then you're going to do it again. You're going to do the same thing, and you're going to shoot for 3 more people to help them get started on their journey. And so if you do this for 3 months out of your 6 months, yes, we want you to do it consecutively for those first 6 months of your coaching career. But the beauty of if you earn it 3 out of 6 is you earn a spot in a test group for a brand new workout program that nobody's tried yet. So like, Let's Get Up, that program, there was coaches that have been doing that program before anybody else has their hands on it, which is the coolest thing ever. You get to work with the super trainer. Yep, Allison and Kenna from our team was in the Let's Get Up. And Chelsea, Chelsea was in the MBF Success Starter Test Group. And trying to think if there's anyone else, but anyways, there is a brand new program that's releasing in July. Lacey has earned Success Starter. I don't even know if she's on here, but anyway, she's going to be in Amal's test group, and I just love him. I love him, and I can't wait for that program to come out. But it's so cool. They did not have this test group. Yeah, I know, right? They did not have that test group option for a new workout program when I started. This is something that they just started. But another piece to being a Success Starter is you get to earn a free ticket to Summit. So that's what I earned, and that's up to like $100 and something. I forget the value. It's like, I mean, when you first buy it, it's like $140 if you can get your hands on it right away. So the value of that ticket, like, it is amazing, because that's where all of us coaches get together. We do team building. We work out live with the super trainers. It's like our big coach party, but training, all the fun stuff. So you earn a free ticket to that, and it's usually in a really cool city. So really, really fun stuff if you help 3 people get started. Was there anything else, you guys, that I'm missing if you are a Success Starter? I was thinking that there was something else, but those are big things. Yeah, Summit is a really big deal. It's so fun. And I was really nervous to go because I'm like, I don't know anybody. Like, I've only met them online. And I went, and it was just, I was blown away. There's 400,000 coaches. Did you guys know that? Like, that's a lot of coaches. And of course, like, not everyone goes, but like, you see the impact when you go to these events. You feel your team when you go to these events, and you connect with everyone, and it's a total game changer in your business and your mindset, and you really see the mission and really how this company treats you like royalty. So really, really good stuff. Okay. Okay. So yeah, now it's time to let's do this. We're going to put on our coaching hats, one of our new hats, and we're going to start this tomorrow. Tomorrow's official start time, 5 a.m. You're going to see a post. Not alone in this. So if you have questions or concerns, or you need help with something, know that you can reach out to us, because we've been doing this for a while. And this is all about building in pockets of your time and learning in pockets of your time with doing your health and fitness, okay? And don't think you have to implement everything at once. Like, if you're just starting stories, do 4 stories. Don't feel like you have to do 10. Don't feel like, I mean, even with posting, like, you're starting to learn what about you and what it makes you and to post about. Don't feel like, oh my gosh, I have to post every single day and slap something up. No, like, us coaches, again, are here to help you with that. So I know it's easy to feel overwhelmed, and like, I love what Katie was saying about worrying about following. No, there's already people that's following you, and those are the people that you're going to start to connect with, and everything will just naturally happen. But we want you just to focus on what we're giving you this week. Okay. Does that make sense, you guys? Does anybody have any questions or concerns or anything that you want to share? You can unmute yourself, share in the chat, anything for us before we let you go. I'm singing a song like Amber.
I do it all the time.
I know.
So true. Can I just add something?
Yeah, yeah.
Talked an awful lot about sharing and all that kind of stuff on social media. And I know, I talked a lot about how I share like, I share really personal stuff. That if you would have told me 3 years ago, even that I would be sharing this stuff on social media, I would have been like, hell no, like never, ever, ever, ever. Nobody knew anything about my life ever. I was very, very closed off, super, super private. But I just want you to know that you don't have to like come out of the gates like sharing all your dirty laundry. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't ever want anybody to feel pressured. Like you have to just start like word vomiting all of these things about your life that no one already knows. You can share the stuff that you are comfortable with. Share the things that you feel are on your heart and you're like, people need to know about this. People need this in their lives. And then the rest will start to follow once you start getting comfortable. The other thing that I want to add, because this also plays a really big role in, getting to that level of comfort where you're okay sharing, because I know it really is hard to put yourself out there. Okay. I really feel like we need to recognize that, because it takes a lot of guts, a lot of courage, a lot of just like, putting your big girl panties on and just like going for it, because there's going to be people out there that are they're going to roll their eyes. They may show up in your inbox. They may be like, what are you doing? Why are you with that company? Why are you doing this? Why are you sharing this? I had this happen to me, and I'm sure many of the others on this call can say the same thing. There's at least one person who's a hater, right? But if you feel that this is on your heart and you're like, this is really what I love and it brings me joy to help people, then you're doing the right thing. All right. So make sure that you are also doing personal development. Okay. Reading personal development, listening to podcasts, books, any of that kind of stuff. It is huge for you and your business. Okay. Because there are so many opportunities with this business. And I know we've said it on other calls before, but we are a part of one of the top teams in the entire company. And we have access to all of those trainings. And there's all of these leaders that have gone before us. I don't know the right way to say that, but they've all, been doing this, and they've really built, their life around this company. And there's so much that we have that I just don't want you to get so fearful that you've got haters and you've got this person and that person hating on you, but really deep down you're like, I really know that I can do this. You need to just do it. You need to just keep doing it and screw the people who are haters. All right? Like all the personal development books out there are going to tell you to just keep going and just keep doing it. And that is one of the things that I love the most about all of, this whole team, is that we are the people who are going to lift you up and help you move forward and tell you that you can do it even when it gets hard. Okay. So personal development is huge, and you don't have to word vomit in your first post. Okay. You don't have to spill your guts. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll say like one other thing, like sharing the thing that you're most comfortable with. That was like easiest for me. Like it was because I fell in love with workouts first, and I was like, that was easiest for me because it's like what I was doing for years. I was already doing Beachbody workouts for years. So it was easy for me to show up every day with my journey with my workouts. But like showing up and sharing more personal things, that took time, and it's okay if that takes time. Just start little by little, and you're gonna gain more confidence. You're gonna have more courage. You're showing up. It takes practice. I mean, I was horrible at these videos and talking live and stuff, I mean, actually, Kirsten just tagged me in my coaching, my first coach post, like coming out. And I was looking at it and I'm looking at the pictures and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's horrible. Actually, what I said wasn't terrible, but I think like I had all of these like transformation. I don't know what I was trying to do there, but it was a little bit like I didn't know what I was doing, but it's okay. Like nobody knows that you don't know what you're doing. They don't. You learn along the way. And it's okay. Like you learn from making mistakes and it's okay to fail. And just like Amber was saying, those people that are hating on you, those aren't your people. You're not showing up for those people. You're showing up for the people that need you and that need this gift. So you're going to have to say, bye, Felicia. You're going to have to bless and release and move on. Okay. And that's why, again, just like Katie was saying, strong mindset is everything. Personal development leading into that, just like Amber was saying, like do that. We're going to encourage you guys to do that every single day to strengthen that, just like you're strengthening on your journey, your muscles and your willpower and all the other stuff. So, okay, that's it. Yes, honey.
All right. Is there anything else? Any thoughts, any questions, anything that you have? You don't have to be scared. Okay, friends. Welcome to the team. Yay!
Welcome.
We're so excited to have you. Now go get some sleep. Okay?
Because you're going to need it. We're going to work your bones off this week.
So full, but. All right. Bye, friends.
Okay, bye.